This story was sent to me by Craig Jarrett and it is coming out of California, also known as the most liberal state. Now, before I get into this story, let me address to you who you see in this picture. Because while they were not there when this incident happened, this story involves them. This man's name is Haram Wesley Evans, and he was a very popular imperial wizard of the KKK way back when. As you can tell by this picture and how old it looks, you can tell that it's a very old, dated picture, probably from the 50s. But the reason why I show you his picture is because there was an assignment or a project that was done in a California classroom at a high school in which this individual, the student, decided to come to class dressed up as the KKK and saying that the project was inspired by this individual. And not only did the student do this, but the teacher who was presiding over the class allowed the student to do so. That makes me question the teacher. Let me go ahead and read this article. It says a California high school student sparked outrage when he showed up to class dressed as a KKK member. The costume was reportedly approved by a Harbor Teacher Preparation Academy teacher, causing students to wonder why it had been sanctioned. It made me feel unsafe and threatened, senior Eliza Dumas told KABC. The student chose to wear the costume as a part of a history project for Haram Wesley Evans, a former imperial wizard of the white supremacist group. He wore it like throughout the school, like in nutrition, lunch, things like that. I don't think that's appropriate. Lance Dantignac, I cannot pronounce his name, told KABC. Other students said they were uncomfortable with their classmates' attire, which included a conical hood and white mask with two holes for eyes covering his face. Students said all costumes were pre-approved by their teacher, according to the report. It kind of rattled me. It was kind of hard to believe that she would allow a Klansman to walk around. Students said they were opposed to this particular historical figure roaming the hallways. The Los Angeles School District responded to the incident with a statement saying officials understand the extreme sensitivity around this issue and do not condone or support this type of reenactment. I think I've started to figure out what they mean when they say they don't support this kind of behavior. Basically what they're saying is they're saving face, and they have to say it because it's usually the same song and dance when something like this comes out. Now, that teacher who approved this and allowed it to happen, they need to be fired. The student who did this, they need to be expelled and removed from the school. But see, the school year is almost over, so they're not really going to do anything to them. I don't know how California operates as far as their last day of school, because this article was published yesterday by the time you see it, it'll be 2 days ago. It was published on the 15th. It was published on Friday. So they probably like, hey, it's the end of the school year. Why the hell not? Let's go out with a bang. But like I said, California is the most liberal state. This, after all, is the state that said that if you have HIV or AIDS and you knowingly pass it on to your partner and you don't tell them, they can't get you on felony charges of like attempted murder. So this doesn't surprise me one bit, not even in the slightest. But let a black student come dressed up as, say, I don't know, a Holocaust victim, and they try to put themselves in an oven. Oh, could you imagine the outrage? Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you in the next one.